barbecues around the globe. Today I'm going to be using the griller kit to create a 2-zone fire, a very intense hot zone, because I'm going to be cooking octopus. The goal is to have a cooked grilled octopus in a kind of a ceviche base, so as a wonderful starter for 1 or 2 baby octopus per person. It's going to be good. Let's get on with it. Okay, the thing about cephalopods, octopus, squid, is they have a body that's basically all protein. Okay, and so when they're cooked, they can either release a lot of water, they can become extremely tough and chewy. You've all eaten chewy squid, so you kind of got to cook them at 2 ranges, either very, very hot and fast, or for a long period to try and tenderize them and bring them down, typically by boiling. Most of the tenderizing that's often done traditionally in Greek islands or Italy, etc., is about beating the octopus senseless against a rock, against the side of a sink, hitting it with a hammer, whacking it over with a mallet. What I've done in this case is I've used lime juice to try and break down that octopus and soften it up in preparation for grilling. So overnight I had the octopus in basically a ceviche marinade, which is essentially lime juice as the acid, so I had lime juice and orange juice as the acid, then some flavors from garlic, chilies, and then a little bit of chipotle for sort of local flavor, and some serrano peppers in there for a bit of spice. So that octopus has been sitting there for about 24 hours now. The acids will have cooked that, or at least tenderized that octopus, and now it's ready for grilling. So basic fire setup. I'll move the camera so you can see. So one of those sort of off-quoted but probably poorly attributed quotes is the approach love and cooking with reckless abandon, and apparently it was by the Dalai Lama. Whether it was or not, who knows, but Mr. Lama, if you're watching, this is one of those days, and I hope you're right. Okay, so this octopus has been sitting inside acid for the last, basically the last 24 hours. Take the octopus, I'm going to lay them perpendicular to the bars, lie down, so perpendicular, the bars are running this way, lie them down, start the grilling. After a few seconds they start to curl. Be careful, because they will curl around the bars and actually grip them. But after just a couple of minutes, perhaps even less, they start to curl up, and they start to look like little octopi. Here we go. Oh, these aren't taking long, and they're curling up. Okay, so you can see how these little guys start to curl up, and what I'm doing is I'm using my cool space to let them rest. Dad, this recipe is for you. So as I say, these were given 24 hours in a marinade primarily composed of lime juice, which essentially cooked and softened them overnight, and now they're just being grilled to be served with the rest of a ceviche, which is typically onions, peppers, tomatoes, and then an acid like a lime juice or something. So let me show you again. Long octopus. Lay the fella down. You see how they curl up? You've got all these little octopus army, which is not the plural in Latin. Final bit, just going to put some cracked pepper on them. Because cracked pepper's always good. And a good splattering of salt. Okay, so these guys are getting ready. They're actually too good not to eat whole. So there's your little octopus. Doesn't he look lovely? Fry him in. Perfect. You bite clean through it. It's not chewy in any way. It's a straight bite. Obviously it's a big whole mouthful, but I think that worked. Thank you, Mr. Lama, for the encouragement.